welcome back to my channel. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to have you on here. In today's video, we are doing a follow-up video to my What's on my iPhone 7 Plus video. You guys actually really enjoyed it. It's actually my most watched video on my YouTube channel, and if you want to check it out, I'll link it up in a card, or is it this side? I never know, but I'll link it up in a card so you can watch it and check it out. Recently, I've been working with Freedom Mobile, which is a phone company provider here in Canada, and they were super nice, and they gifted me a new iPhone XS. And with the bringing of the new phone, I thought it would be a really cool idea to do an updated What's on my iPhone. So today, that is what we're doing. This is the iPhone XS. I don't think it comes in other colors. If it does, I got it in like the rose. It's not really rose gold, it's goldish, khaki? I don't know. I got this one. I did grab this case from Amazon. It's just like a silicone case, and then it's fuzzy on the inside, or like cushiony on the inside, which is super nice. I like it. It's very on brand for me. All right, so let's get into it. First things first, I have everything kind of organized the same way as I did on my other phone, so that's not like a new thing, but let's get going. So first is the camera roll. As you can see, hi guys, what's up? It's me, it's your girl. I don't actually know if your screen records that. First up, I have just the camera, and then next I have all of my photos in here. I literally take all of my photos, as you can see, on my new iPhone because it has a better camera quality, but I've been taking a lot of selfies. Next up is my photo and video tab. So in here I've got Instagram, I've got IGTV, I've got Facetune, Smart Hash, Hyperlapse, and Visco. So Instagram, we all know Instagram, we all love Instagram. So this is just my Instagram. You can follow me at yourgirkarly. I know I post content every day on Instagram, so make sure you follow me. I'll just put like a right here so you can check it out. Next is just IGTV. I've been really liking IGTVs recently. I do find some really interesting IGTVs on here, and I've really been liking it lately. Next up is I talked about this in my other video. It is just like a feed planning app. So as you can see here, this is my feed that's already been posted. So all of this stuff kind of down here with a little Instagram symbol on the side. All of this is when I was planning my feed. You can like drag your photos around here and change everything up and just see what's up. As you can see up here, I am planning my next row of feeds. It's all really easy. You just have to like import it into the app and everything just works out. Next up is Facetune. I live and die by Facetune. I actually have an how I edit my cute. I actually have a how I edit my Instagram photos, and I use Visco for that. So if you want to check it out, I will put it in a card up above. I just use Facetune for all of my photos. I really like the filters on there, and then the details brush is my absolute favorite. Like that's a little too detailed, but it just like brings out the good in every photo, you know? Next up is Smart Hash. I have talked about Smart Hash before. Smart Hash is an app that ranks your hashtags, so it'll show you which hashtags are doing well for you on Instagram. As you can see, all the ones in yellow here are ones that are doing good on my Instagram account, that are bringing me traction and views and eyeballs and stuff like that. So those are the hashtags that I use most often. As you can see, all of the gray ones in here are ones that I'm kind of split testing. So ones that I have used before that maybe aren't bringing me traction but like have in the past, or maybe are working for some other people and I just need to like continue to try them. If you want to get Smart Hash, you can download it. I'll leave it in a link below. It really helps out with everything social media and Instagram. Next up is Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse literally is just, ooh, that's my messy floor, but Hyperlapse is just a hyperlapse, I guess. It literally, all it does is take a bunch of video, like a long video, and just condense it into a mini video. Last but not least is Visco. I use Visco to edit photos here and there. I recently only just used it and posted, I think, for my Visco Girl video, and if you haven't seen that, I'll leave it up in a card. It's been like kind of more interesting. I really like it. Like the visuals of Visco is really cool. It's a photo editing app. It's kind of like Instagram 2.0, and I have it in here. Next up is the social tab. In here, I just have Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and my podcast. Now, if you watch my other video, you would see that the podcast app is actually in a different place than it was before. That's because I have switched up kind of like what I'm doing, my organization, I guess, on this new phone. I put my podcasts in my socials because I do use the podcast app a lot. Also, if you're into podcasts, make sure to check out mine. It's called Hey Bitches. You can find it on Apple, you can find it on SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. We talk about a lot of things, from sex to love to dating to relationships, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. So just go to your podcasts, you know, subscribe. subscribe. The rest of the stuff in here is pretty self-explanatory. You've got Facebook, you've got Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter. A lot of you guys might not know what LinkedIn is. LinkedIn is literally just like business Facebook. You create connections, you get job opportunities, you can do a whole bunch of other things in LinkedIn, but it's really good if you are in a professional business setting. Next, we are moving to the extras tab. This is kind of just where I keep like the utilities or the things that I use on my phone, but like don't need a dedicated app space. So in here we have my contacts, calendar, clock, weather, maps, notes, my Google Calendar, FaceTime, and my calculator. I've been doing a lot more meetings on FaceTime recently, so that's why this guy has moved into a front-facing folder on my phone recently too. If you saw the other video, you know it just wasn't there before, but I do use FaceTime a lot more recently. Also in here, this is an external app. This is Google Calendar. I use this for literally everything. I love the schedule feature on here, so it'll tell me everything that I'm doing. As you can see, tomorrow, or I guess today when you're watching this, this is when this video comes out, the what's on my iPhone XS video. And I just have everything in here, so I know what's going on. Next up, we have settings. So in here, it's really self-explanatory. I literally have my iPhone settings, I have the App Store, and I have my Amazon Alexa. Next up, we have productivity. This, I feel like, has changed the most. I got rid of a lot of like useless apps and kind of just condensed everything into one. So on here, I have Find My Friend, Find My iPhone, Wallet, Mail, Gmail, and Reminders. So Find My Friends I use when all of my friends go on dates. We all share our locations, so in case someone goes missing, we can at least pinpoint their last location. Next is Find My iPhone. I luckily have never lost my iPhone, so I've never had to use it, but she in there. Next up is Wallet. I have everything in here from my credit cards to my debit card to my plane tickets to whatever, my Sephora card. It's all in my wallet. Next is emails. So this one is my Hotmail. This is like kind of my throwaway email. It's my email from like when I was a child and like signed up for a bunch of things. So that is my throwaway email. And then in here I have my Gmail. So I have my Gmail split into 3 things. I have my personal email, my business email, and my school email all up in here, just so I get notifications from all 3 and I never miss anything. Next up is health. So this one is like a mixed review type of folder because I haven't in that healthy recently. The first one here is Fitbit. I haven't actually logged into it on this phone either, I don't think, but it literally is just the Fitbit app and it tracks your steps and everything and just like hooks up to your Fitbit. Next is MyFitnessPal. This is also pretty self-explanatory. MyFitnessPal is a health and wellness app. You can track your calories, you can track your macros, you can do all of that stuff. I literally haven't logged into this one either, but that's the gist of it. Next is VSync Fit. I know I haven't logged into this one either. It's for my Bluetooth scale. So I have a scale in my bathroom that does bioimpedance, so it does your body fat, it does your weight, it does all of that stuff, and it hooks up to this app. This next one I think is really cool. It's called Zero. It's an intermittent fasting app. When I'm actually doing fasting correctly, I will use this. So you can click start your fast and then it'll have like an 8-hour or whatever fasting window, and then it'll remind you to stop and start fasting and doing all that stuff. I really have enjoyed intermittent fasting recently, and this keeps me on track. Next is Way of Life, which is just a habit tracker. We talked about this in my last video and I really like it. It goes by like red and green psychology, so green is good and red is bad. So if you skip one, you have to make it red, and apparently watching it be red so many times makes you want to be better type of thing. So that is Way of Life, and I really like that one. My camera died, changed my hair, I apologize. All right, let's keep going. Next up in here we have finance. So just as before, I have my banking and my Amex on here. I normally do have my Mojo on here, which is a credit score app, but I've been kind of scared of checking my credit score lately because I know it's not that good. So I just didn't download the app on my iPhone XS, so it's just, she ain't on here. Next up we have Lifestyle, which really is just all of my dating apps. Next up we have Transit. I don't actually know if we talked about this one in my other video, but Transit is literally an app that you can use anywhere around the world that gives you transit for the city that you're in. On here I have my little school notification thing, so I use this every day when I have to go to classes. I need to be at school at 9 a.m. So I'm just gonna write 9 a.m. arrive by, and then it'll tell me all of the different routes that I can take to get to school. So this is the one that I normally take, and it takes me to school, and everything is good. What I really like about this though is like the go function. So on here you can click go and it'll give you like a countdown, and it'll like tell you to leave your house like 5 minutes, or like leave your house right now, or like hurry up, you're gonna be late, and it tracks your location, which I think is really cool and I really like. So I really like Transit. I use it really only during the school year, but yeah, it's a good app. Next, this is kind of like my MISC section. So this second frame, this second page just like doesn't have a lot of organization going on it. It's just single apps. So up here is Uber. Uber's pretty self-explanatory. It's just ride shares. I've never used Lyft before. I've always just been an Uber type of person, so Uber for ya. Next up is TikTok. I recently have been liking TikTok a lot more. I posted a TikTok today about getting my bangs fixed, so that I had to put a different song over that because it was copyright, but it's good as hell by Lizzo. Next up is this app called The Pattern. I was in a Facebook group and someone suggested this and I was like, you know what, I do kind of like astrology and all that stuff, so I'm gonna check it out. I literally haven't gone too much into it, so I don't really know what any of this stuff means, like that I'm free-spirited and independent and all this stuff. I don't really know what it's supposed to tell you, but in the context that I learned about it, it's like if you add people into the app, a lot of the times girls will add like guys they're seeing into the Pattern app and it'll tell you about that guy type of thing and like his zodiac sign and all that stuff in relation to yours. Literally haven't done a single thing in the Pattern app though. Maybe in our next update I'll have some more information. Next up is Kira. So this is that app that you use to make everything like sparkly. How about now? Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Anyways, so that's Kira. Next up is Zillow. Zillow is a house finding app, but it's only for the US. So this is the app that I use to look for apartments and houses in California. As you guys know, I plan on moving in a year, but I do need a house. So I've been looking on Zillow, looking at places to be, looking at average rent and all that stuff, and figuring out how much I need to save before I move. Honestly, at the end of the day, everything is really expensive and I just have to figure it out. This next one is called Unfold. I'm sure you guys have seen it a million trillion times. It literally is just how a lot of people edit their Instagram stories, all like aesthetically. You just click on in here and you have all of these different like story templates and stuff like that. So you can do like stuff like this and like throw a photo on in there and it's just like, it's cute and it makes everything kind of look a little bit better on your Instagram feed. This next one is called Storylux. It literally does the exact same thing. As you can see here, I was playing around with this photo and you can see it's like a back and a front of a Polaroid. So you can change things in here. You can take out the branding. You can change the background, like we could do like a gray or a white or like a green or like something. And it's just like a cool Instagram story app. What I find really good about Storylux is they have a lot of really good options and you don't have to pay for a lot of them. So for example, this one, if I click on it, is paid, but then the one next to it is free, so I'd be able to use it. This app is called Calm. It's a meditation app. I normally use Headspace. However, I accidentally repurchased my subscription to Calm for a year, so I have it till April 2020. So I've been using it more recently. I do like the male voice, like the male British voice on Headspace a little more than I like the Calm app. However, I did buy a membership, so we're using it. Last but not least is the Dominos app. I literally used it today to order a pizza. But basically, this is all it is. It's just a Domino's food tracking, food ordering type of thing. So you can choose delivery, you can choose takeout, whatever, and you can just order your pizzas. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye guys!